chapter as well. In our previous class, we wrote word meaning from the first lesson, okay? And we discussed what the lesson is about. So I'm going to explain the text, okay, given in first lesson. Therefore, I would like to request all of you to have book and find the page 2, okay. So you can see a text here, and this text has a topic: how driverless cars will change our world. Okay, and this is actually a news report written by a reporter. It's written by Jenny Cusack on 30th November 2021. Okay?
Yeah.
So the text is about how driverless cars change our world. So we travel a lot, and we travel in a car, in a bus, in a taxi, which is driven by drivers. But technology is already developed, and now such a cars have been made in which we do not need any drivers. Okay? So the scientists, the developed countries have started manufacturing such cars, which is going to ease our lifestyle. Therefore, there is a text related to the same. Now we are going to read it. This paragraph wise, okay? Each and every paragraph should be discussed. So I like to request you to see the page 2. And let's begin with the first paragraph. Everyone has book, right? Okay. And hopefully you will understand it. Now I already told you it's about driverless car technology. Okay, or let's say autonomous, cars and its functioning. Well, we see the first line. It's a late night in the metro area of Phoenix, Arizona. Okay, there are names of 2 places. Phoenix, Arizona, maybe a part in the USA, and the time is what? It's night time. Okay, it's night time. It's late night, means maybe after 10 a.m. Okay, 10 p.m. and under the artificial glare of street lamps, a car can be seen slowly approaching. Now what happens in the middle of the night? Under the light along the road, there appears a car. A car comes, and it is coming slowly. It is going somewhere else. It looks like that. And active sensors on the vehicle radiate a low hum. There is a very low sound being produced in the car, and there are sensors inside, and that control its sound. A green and blue W glows from the windscreen, giving off just enough light to see inside, to a completely empty driver's seat. All right, did you understand?
Yes, sir.
What happens? There glows a letter W. Okay, the W letter is glowing here, and it is giving off just enough light.
Yes, sir.
That means there is light inside, and that makes you able to see the front seat. And there is no any driver. Empty driver's seat can be seen with the help of that light. Okay, so this is the first stanza. Sorry, this is not a stanza actually. This is paragraph. All right. Now second paragraph, please. Just check it. The wheel navigates the curve. Parking as an arrival notification pings on the phone of the person waiting for it. So what happens next? So as the car arrives, someone's telephone rings. There is a sound in telephone, or let's say mobile phone, because the car has already arrived in a place where it was supposed to stop. When they open the door to climb inside, a voice greets them over the vehicle sound system. Now, when you get into the car, you can hear sound, okay? And that sound greets you. And it says, "Good evening, this car is all yours," with no one up front, it says. Alright, it means the car has a technology, such a technology that you can hear voice coming out from it, and what the voice says, it says good evening. It greets you and it says, "This car is all yours," and with no one up front. In the front seat there is no one, it says. The car is empty. Alright. Move on to next paragraph. This is a Waymo One robo taxi. Look at here. The taxi's brand is given, name is given, and the name is Waymo One robo taxi. Hailed just 10 minutes ago using an app. So this was actually called, this car was called 10 minutes ago using an app, application. And the open use of this service to the public, slowly expanding across the US, is one of the many developments signaling that driverless technology is truly becoming a part of our lives. So what does it indicate? This indicates that in US, driverless technology is expanding. In the USA, cars without drivers are running. Okay? And this technology is going to expand more. Maybe in the days to come, all the cars will have no drivers. So we can simply imagine it. Alright. So this technology is now expanding, okay? And this driverless, technology is something that, excites us, that makes us feel strange. Okay. Now let's see next paragraph, that is fourth paragraph. The promise of driverless technology has long been enticing, it's so exciting, okay? It means the US particularly here, and the technicians, the scientists dreamed of developing a car without driver, okay? And this promise has somehow been, materialized, okay? And it is so exciting to know it. So it has the potential to transform our experience of commuting and long journeys, take people out of high-risk working environments, and streamline our industries. So what is the benefit that driverless cars have? This sentence tells it. So what does it say? It is going to make our journey easy while moving from one place to another. And it is also beneficial for industrial development. The industries will be supported. Okay. And it's key to helping us build the cities of the future, where our reliance and relationship with cars are redefined. Okay, now we are going to redefine our relationship with the car. Okay? And now the relationship of us with our car is different one. Okay? It's like, so friendly car. Okay? And it's so comfortable car. Okay? The car that doesn't emit any harmful gases. Okay? The car that gives us a lot of comfort. And hopefully no accidents at all. Alright. Lowering carbon emissions. Look at here. So what does it say? Carbon emission will be low. No harmful gases at all. Paving the way for more sustainable way of living. And the living will be more sustainable. Here sustainable means long lasting. Okay? Our living will have much comfort. We should not worry about maybe environmental pollution and the other pollution caused due to poor cars, or let's say old cars that emit a lot of gases, or let's say smoke. All right, let's continue. And it says, and it could make our travel safer. Such a car without driver is also going to make our travel very safe. The World Health Organization, now here is a reference, okay, taken from the WHO, that says the World Health Organization estimates that more than 1.3 million people die each year as a result of road traffic crashes. Okay, it means every year what happens? The people die. Okay, people die because of a serious cause, and the cause is associated with transportation itself. It is traffic crashes. So this is actually global problem. Okay, that accidents take place almost every day in various parts of the world, and then each year 1.3 million people die. This is the data provided to us by WHO. And we want safer roads and fewer fatalities. So what does WHO further say? It says we want to reduce accidents relating to this transportation, and we want safer roads and safer travel. Automation ultimately could provide that, says Camilla Fowler, head of automated transport for the UK's Transport Research Laboratory. Okay, here is a voice. Okay, here is a remark of someone, okay, called Camilla Fowler, and the person is head of automated transport for UK's Transport Research Laboratory. Laboratory is there. There is an agency that tests this technology. Okay, so this is the name of the agency that tests this. Okay, laboratory that checks the system. And what does this person say? So according to him, automation ultimately could provide that. That means what? Safer road and fewer fatalities. Okay, accidents will decrease, and we will feel travel safer.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is said by this person. Okay, from this agency, or let's say laboratory. All right. Hopefully you are getting it. Now let's move to next paragraph. This is the fifth paragraph, sorry. So, but in order for driverless technology to become mainstream, much still needs to change. I think you got the point here. It says that there are lots of challenges still ahead to develop this technology in proper manner, okay? Or there are lots of problems and hurdles, okay, that disturb its mainstream development, okay? And driverless vehicles should be very calm and serene way of getting from A to B. So one thing is clear to all that this type of technology, so driverless technology, it should be very calm, serene, very peaceful way of getting from one place to another. But not every human driver around it will be behaving in that way. Okay, but if there is a car driven by a driver, okay, maybe this type of comfort cannot be expected, and this may happen through this technology as well. And says David Hind, Chief Scientist for Safety and Investigations at TRL. What is the full form of TRL? Transport Resource Laboratory. Okay, so this David Hind, another person, what he says that every human driver around it will be behaving in that way. Okay, that means driverless vehicles should be very calm and serene way of getting from A to B. But not every human driver around it will be behaving in that way. Okay, this is how we say it. And it has got to be able to cope with human drivers' speed, for instance. So it will now another thing that it wants to tell you, or breaking the rule of the road. Okay, now one thing that it helps us to do is, it probably, helps us to cope with the problem of overspeeding. Okay, and then breaking rules of the road. So rule breaking, traffic rule breaking is a serious problem in many places. Okay, so there is this type of challenge according to this person. You got it? Or the driver may involve in over speeding too. Therefore, this is a challenge. And that's not only the challenge. Now, he's adding more other challenges that we may face while, applying this technology. There is regulation-related problems. Okay? The person may not follow rules and regulation. Rethinking highway code. Okay, that means, highway codes should also be followed, and they may not follow. Public perception and how do public take it. This is also a challenge. Do they really like it or not? And improving infrastructure of our street. And while using this technology, there is a need to improve the infrastructure of the street. That means like road itself and other necessary things in the road, towns, cities, and the big question of ultimate liability for road accidents. So other legal procedures, and it's like following. Okay, that means the process of following these things, these legal related things, law related things, and these are also the matter of consideration as problem. And the whole insurance industry is looking into how they are going to deal with that change from the person being responsible and in charge to the vehicle doing that. So actually the people, the concerned people want these things, okay, these problems to solve. They want, they expect that less problems are seen, okay, and they are not affecting badly to us anymore. And it is said by Richard Jinks, and he is Vice President of Commercial at Oxfordshire-based driverless vehicle software company Oxbotica, which has been testing its technology in cars and delivery vehicles at several locations across the US and Europe. Okay, here is another remark made by Richard Jinks, and he is Vice President of Commercial at Oxfordshire-based driverless vehicle software company Oxbotica. And what does it doing? What has it been doing? it has been testing technology of cars and delivery vehicle at several locations. And they also send such vehicles to various places like UK and other parts of Europe. Okay, so actually these paragraphs tells us the challenges, the problems that may appear while using this driverless technology. Okay, and the problems and challenges are what? The challenges related to over speeding. Okay, challenges related to rule breaking. Okay, challenges related to the public perception. Okay, and establishing good transport infrastructures. All right. So these are the challenges according to them.
Yeah.
All right. Now let's move on to next paragraph.
Okay.
The ultimate vision experts are working towards is a completely driverless vehicles. So actually, now the experts want vehicles that have no drivers at all. It means no any people inside, and both within industry, wider transport networks, and personal use cars that can be deployed and used anywhere and everywhere around the world. And such a car they are expecting to develop where no human being is needed. Okay, in transportation industry itself and beyond. But with all these hurdles in place, what exactly does the next 10 years have in store for autonomous vehicles? So there is a big question, and the question is, there are several hurdles, and how it is going to affect human life within 10 years of time. Okay, will it really bring lots of changes or more hurdles? It is a problem. It is something to think about. And 2 years from now, okay, now looking at this part, like from now within 2 years, what the technicians have thought about it, okay, or what they want to do. So the biggest hurdle for those in the driverless technology industry is how to get the cars to operate safely and effectively in complex and unpredictable human environments. So cracking this part of the puzzle will be the major focus of the next 2 years. So the technicians make major focus in the 2 years time is given here. So what is their focus? Their focus is how to get cars to operate safely and effectively in complex and unpredictable human environments. So there are places where environment may not be conducive, appropriate for car to run. Okay? In such places where difficulties are seen, how to operate it safely. Okay? So maybe there are some places where like roads are so narrow, and several other disaster-prone areas. Okay, in such places, how to operate such cars. So they are worried about this, and their, target is to solve this type of problem. Okay. And at the MCT test facility at the University of Michigan, okay, another place, experts are addressing this. So the experts in a university in the US are working on this. That means how can the cars be operated in this type of unpredictable human environment. Okay, they are discussing over this. And the world's first proposed built testing ground for autonomous vehicles. So there is a place, okay, arranged where autonomous cars are tested. They are experienced. And it is a mini town of sorts made up of 16 acres of road and traffic infrastructure. So there is such a place made, okay, where the cars like these are tested, and the area of land is 16 acres, and it includes traffic signals and signs, underpasses are there, and building facades are there, tree cover, okay. I have already given you the meaning of difficult words, so I hope it is easier for you. And garage exterior for testing, delivery, and ride hailing. So starting, how to start ride, this is tested there, okay. And garage exists there, and different terrains, okay, such as roads and land areas like road, pedestrian walkways have been made, okay. And then railway tracks have been made there, and road markings which have the vehicle must navigate, okay. And these places are so this particular place is very busy with the cars and other vehicles. So it is here that expert test scenario that even the most experienced of drivers may be pressed to handle, from children playing in the street to two cars trying to merge on a junction at the same time. So the drivers there, and the experts, they are testing how this technology is effective with children playing in the street, okay, and how can even the most experienced driver cope with this type of problem, and how can it be made much easier and safer, okay. So in this way, the text has been described here, and let me tell you once again, the text is all about driverless technology, cars, okay, and this is quite new for us and strange for us, because we are used to getting in a bus driven by a driver, okay. We are used to getting in a car, okay, in which we can't imagine driver in our we can't imagine driverless technology in our country, okay. So but technology has made all this possible now, okay, and it is not incorrect. It is not a myth that the driverless technology is going to expand in near future, okay. Though there are several challenges regarding its successful operation, it is not impossible, and the scientists are working on it, and maybe they are going to develop all the infrastructures needed, okay. And then they will make driverless technology more comfortable and easier in the days to come. Alright, so I hope you at least got some idea what the text is about.
Yes, sir.
And your duty is to read it, okay?
Okay.
Once again on your own, okay? And then deal with the questions that follow the text. Okay, thank you so much.